Okay, we're looking at solving system of equations, the word problems of them. So what we're going to do is we've got variables we need to define, and then we're really going to focus on step number 2, writing the system of equations. So let's look at this first one. I have a collection of dimes and nickels that's worth $3.30, and I know that there's 42 coins in all. I want to know how many of each coin there are. So if I think I've got dimes in this hand, nickels in this hand, when I put them together, there's 42 coins, but the total value of those coins is going to be $3.30. So I know that, and we'll just say D is for dimes, and we'll do N for nickels. So I know that if I just add up however many dimes and however many nickels, that would be 42. So I could have 21 and 21, but I need an amount of dimes and nickels that equals $3.30. So if I said, well, if I had 21 dimes, 21 nickels, that'd be $2.10, and nickels would be $1.05. So I add that together, it'd be $3.05, or $3.15. So it's getting close to that, but not quite there. So I need another equation, or I'm just going to be plugging in numbers and guessing. So I know that whatever it is equal to $3.30, but what I'm adding together is not just how many coins, I'm adding their value together. So if I do the value of a dime, 10 cents, and the value of a nickel, 5 cents. So 1/10 times the number of dimes plus 5/100 times the number of nickels. That should give me the $3.30. Now, we're focusing on just getting those equations, because once I'm there, normally I'll have a word problem. But going on up, you will need to be able to figure out some ways to solve that. So one of the things I can do is I need to get something equal to itself and do elimination. So my thinking is, well, if I multiply this times 10, then that would give me 1 whole for the dimes. So let's do that. I'm going to rewrite this equation. So 1D plus 1N equals 42. And then I'm multiplying this by 10. So it would give me 1D again here, plus 5/10 now instead of hundredths times N equals 33. And I would need to subtract those and not add, so I'll just change the sign on all the bottom ones. Cancels that out. Leaves me with positive 0.5n, and then 42 minus 33 would give me 9. So I divide that out, and what I end up getting is that number of nickels is equal to 18. Then all that's left is I'll plug in D plus 18 equals 42, and we figure out pretty quickly that the number of dimes would have to be 24. So I get 24 dimes and 18 nickels. Then looking at the second one, I know the perimeter of a rectangle is 120 meters. So stopping right there, we should know a formula for perimeter. So our perimeter, which was 120, is equal to 2 lengths plus 2 widths. And then it says, if the length of a rectangle is 10 meters more than the width, what are the dimensions? So as I read that, length is, when I see is, I'm going to think equals. So the length is 10 meters more than the width. So I'd have the width plus 10, because that more than means we're going to add. Then to figure out what my dimensions are, I'm just going to take, copy and paste. So I have the length equals W plus 10. I'm going to take that and plug it in for the L there, which gives me the equation 120 equals 2 times W plus 10 plus 2W. Distribute out. And then combine like terms to get 4W plus 20. Then I just do my solving steps. Subtract 20 from both sides to get 100 equals 4W. So when I divide both by 4, I'd end up getting W is 25. Then, once I know W is 25, I can just plug it back into that equation and say the length equals 25 plus 10. So the length equals 35. You've got some problems that you'll need to work out on that. And on those problems, we're just focusing on finding the equation. That's the main thing that we're worried about right now, is figuring out what is that equation.